think that's it. Whatever. I'm literally going to keep in this entire clip of me just figuring out what the hell to do with my hair, because, yeah. Let's get to the video. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, or this is the first video that you're seeing, and welcome to my channel. Welcome to Vlogmas. We are in day 3 or day 4. I'm not sure. I don't know if I'm supposed to keep up with that, but if I am, we're all screwed. As you can tell from the title, today's video is going to be all about reminiscing about some of my favorite gifts that I received in my childhood. It's something that I just thought of actually because during this holiday season with COVID and everything, just becoming a normal habit to naturally compare this coming Christmas to ones in the past, I just started thinking about some of my favorite gifts that I received when I was a kid or like a teenager, and I figured why not share those with you guys, because I don't know, I just think it'd be a cool video idea. We're doing Vlogmas, it's the holiday season, Christmas, presents, you know, that whole spiel. So, but before we start, I do want to go ahead and give a major shout out to my parents, because honestly, me and my sister were the luckiest kids. In fact, we had the best Christmases ever growing up. You know, we always had tons of presents. We were always given everything that we wanted for Christmas. Literally every single thing that I wanted on my Christmas list every year, my parents gave it to us, no questions asked. I'm only just now realizing how hard my parents had to work to make that happen for us, because when you're growing up, you don't realize how lucky you are. And at the time, I just assumed that everyone had the same kind of Christmas that I did. I never really thought about the fact that there's children out there that maybe aren't receiving as much for Christmas, or maybe not even receiving gifts at all. You know, now that I'm an adult, I finally understand the sacrifices that my parents had to make and continue to make in order to give me and my siblings the best of everything. And so mommy and dad, Mama, Daddy, if you're watching this video, I love you. Thank you so much for giving me the best childhood ever. Hopefully one day I'll be able to repay you guys. But yeah, I just want to say thank you. I scooted back a little bit because I was getting annoyed. Also, I want to go ahead and point out that as you can see, I finally moved that big ass basket filled with clothes. And I was super excited and proud of myself. And then I realized there's a ton of clothes on my bed. I promise you, I don't sleep like this. Don't judge me. I have a lot going on in my room. It's not dirty or nasty or anything like that. I just have a ton of clothes. Okay? It's just something I wanted to get out there because I feel like a lot of people are starting to think I'm disgusting. Also, I don't really have any other area to film this video in because I live with 50 million people, and so my bedroom is pretty much my only available filming space. But yeah, this is completely off topic. I guess when we're speaking about Christmas gifts from your childhood, one of the first things that come to mind is, I remember like it was yesterday. I was 4 years old. I'm pretty sure my memory might be completely messed up, but I was 4 years old and I remember receiving a 4-wheeler. If you guys don't remember what that is, technically speaking, it was a gift from my sister, but I remember it specifically, and I'm gonna get to why in a minute. It was a green 4-wheeler, and it had like Winnie the Pooh and it was Winnie the Pooh themed, and so it had like stickers of Winnie the Pooh and what kind of animal was that? Oh my goodness, it's gonna drive me crazy. I have to figure it out. Eeyore! It had a picture of Winnie the Pooh by one wheel and Eeyore by the other wheel. Honestly, I think that's the only reason why I even liked it. I was very much scared of stuff as a child, and I didn't like a lot of loud noises, so I was not interested in riding the 4-wheeler at all. The reason why this memory stands out for me so much, one of my earliest memories with my father was when he and I went riding on the 4-wheeler together. We went riding around the neighborhood that we lived in at that time, and I don't even remember how long we were gone. I literally remember nothing about this story other than the fact that I was riding on the 4-wheeler with him and we were doing that together. So that was one of the earliest memories that I had with my dad. I think I read it like twice by myself, and we've had it since I was 4 years old. We still have it. It is literally in my garage downstairs. So we still have it. It's just a memory that stands out, not because of what it is, but because of who I associate it with. And I associate it with one of the earliest memories that I had of my dad. Another great memory from my childhood that I received for Christmas, and I think every little girl either got one of these for Christmas at one point or wanted one of these or begged their parents for one of these. No one's gonna be surprised when I say this. One of my favorite gifts of all time throughout my entire childhood was my Easy Bake Oven. Okay, so pretty much everyone, if you were born before the year like 2000, then you already know what an Easy Bake Oven is. I think they still sell them, but they're kind of like revamped this. They're like revamped now, so I think they're made a little differently. I don't really remember what they looked like at that time. I know what the recent ones look like, and I know for a fact that they looked a lot differently back in the day. But I just remember when I received it that morning, I was super excited about it. And it was one of those gifts that me and my sister shared because we were only 2 years apart. My parents were really smart about the situation and the fact that we did get certain gifts individually. But a lot of the gifts that we got, we shared them because we did want a lot of the same things. So when me and my sister got this Easy Bake Oven, I remember we literally begged my mama to let us stay home that day because every year for Christmas we either go to my dad's side of the family or my mom's side of the family. But in a way it's kind of like torture because we open up all our presents that morning and we don't even get to play with them because we have to go visit family and stuff. We always get super frustrated about that. But I remember when we opened this Easy Bake Oven, we wanted to sit and play with that thing all day and we literally begged our mom. We're like, Mom, please, can we just stay home? We really want to make stuff. We really want to try to bake stuff. We were super hyped about this Easy Bake Oven. The entire time we were over there, I was like, the entire time I was just begging my parents. Like, I would beg them the entire time that we were there to go home and play with my Easy Bake Oven. Next day, we went crazy. We made brownies and like these miniature cakes and everything. We just made so many different things, and yeah, it was super fun. I don't think anything that we baked came out right. It was either burnt or undercooked. So I don't think anything we made was like edible. But still, it was a great memory. So that was one of the first memories I have with my sister, us just sitting down and having fun with that Easy Bake Oven and creating stuff. A lot of my memories from my childhood are based on how I felt and the emotions that I had, not necessarily like the objects or the stuff that I was around. It was mostly about like spending time with my family and stuff. So that was super nice. I remember I was 12 years old and I already knew that I was going to get this for Christmas because I had been begging my mom for it since 6th grade. Your girl was very sneaky about it and she did some eavesdropping here and there. I knew I was gonna get this for Christmas, and when Christmas morning finally came around and I finally opened the box and I saw that I had got a cell phone. I did get a cell phone before that. I think it was a pink phone and it was like Nokia. It was one of those flip phones, and honestly, like, I don't think I literally just called my mom on that phone. I don't think I had internet access or anything. That was more so the phone for, like, you know, when you go to school, if anything happens, make sure you're able to contact your parents. That was what this phone was for. But this, it was an NB3. This phone was like my very first like year of preteen. You know, you're enjoying life. This was like my first phone. I had wanted one of these so bad. I didn't have a lot of friends. I literally had no one to talk to or text. But everyone else my age had a cell phone, and because they had one, I wanted one too. I wanted a phone. The way my parents did things when we were kids was they never actually wrapped our presents. Everything in our house was upstairs. The bedrooms, the kitchens, the bathrooms, laundry room, everything was upstairs, and the only thing that was like downstairs was the living room. So what they would do was every Christmas morning, me and my sister would just walk downstairs, and on one sofa would be everything that she had gotten, and on the other sofa would be all the gifts that I had gotten. I wasn't even looking at any of the other stuff that I had gotten. I was looking for this specific thing, and when I saw that I had gotten myself, and I was super excited because it wasn't necessarily about having the phone per se. It was about what having a cell phone meant. That was wrong. I thought that having a cell phone was the equivalent of being like a teenager. What's wrong? You failed. All right, go in your room, lay down. Kids. And I was super excited to go to school after Christmas break. I was gonna give out my number, they were gonna give me their numbers, we become friends. Obviously that didn't happen. I was still, you know, pretty lonely in middle school, but you've already heard that story. If I'm being 100% honest, the only numbers that I had in my contacts was like my mom, my dad, and my sister. It was a really great memory. When you get in middle school, there's just certain milestones that you can't wait for, and having a cell phone was one of them for me. The final memory that I'm going to share with you guys, and this one actually has a pretty sad ending. I don't remember the exact year that I got this, but I don't think I was in high school yet because it's a pretty early memory. One Christmas, my dad, he gifted me and my sister both something like this, but I don't really remember what she got because it's irrelevant. No offense, Shamika, it's just my story. I had got this beautiful necklace from my dad, and it actually said, "I love you," and it was a real necklace, and it was so sweet. My mom is the one who told me that it was a real necklace. I don't think I was old enough to understand really what that meant, and obviously when you say like the term real jewelry, I know now that that means that it's expensive. But at the time, I did not know that, so I didn't do the best job keeping up with this. I did have a jewelry box at the time, but for some reason or another, don't ask me why, I had a jewelry box, but I never actually kept my jewelry in it. I kept my jewelry on my dresser directly in front of the jewelry box. Everyone knows I was a strange child, so like, why are you surprised? This necklace was so special, and it is one of the biggest regrets that I have. I wish that I still had it. I didn't really appreciate it at the time. When you're young and you're a kid, you don't understand the value of certain things. You don't understand the importance of certain things. I had really great Christmases throughout my childhood, but I didn't really appreciate that when I was younger because I thought that everyone had that. I didn't realize how lucky I was, and there were so many different stories from my childhood of like how I was given so much and I received so many amazing things, and I was just so not ungrateful but unaware of how big of a deal that was. So this necklace, I don't know where it is. I don't even remember a specific moment where I lost it. I have no idea what happened to it. Receiving something like that from my dad was beautiful and special, and I wish that I would have appreciated it at the time. And if my dad is watching this video, I'm sorry that I didn't appreciate or take care of the necklace that you gave me, so I hope that you'll forgive me. I was a very lucky kid. I received a lot of amazing gifts from my childhood, but that's pretty much the 4 memories that stand out to me. These are the gifts that I received that either left a lasting memory for me or played an important role in my childhood, so that's why I shared those. But that's pretty much gonna be it for this video. I just thought it'd be really fun to, you know, reminisce, go back to my childhood, and share a couple of my favorite gifts that I received. I might do a couple more videos like this where I talk more about, you know, specific stories from my childhood, because obviously with me having Asperger's syndrome, you know, it wasn't the easiest experience. I didn't have a lot of friends, but I had the best family ever. I had the best parents ever. You know, we never wanted for anything. They always gave us everything. And so yeah, I can think of several stories that I could share with you guys. So if you want to hear more stories like this, then feel free to let me know in the comment section. But other than that, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you push the notification bell, you'll be notified every time I post a video. Thank you so much for all your love and support. It means the world to me. And I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.